When some people talk about a he, they mean Christ. When I talk about a he, then I really mean Biden. And when I say talk about, I really mean scream like I'm trapped beneath the ice. Scream like I woke up from a dream where the memory resurfaced that I voted for Obama twice. And then I saw the ballots flash before my eyes like the futures of a couple thousand Middle Eastern children that Obama wiped out via drone strike. Took them out early so we wouldn't have to wait until their wedding nights. And this had been the only man you lauded as a decent moral president till we decided W was fine. Decided he was not the mate, washed the shame of his war crimes with snuggling Obama's wife. Never mind our soldiers, they should know a measly fucking thank you. And never mind a lost generation due to birth defects we buried in the soil. So Iraqi kids are born without a way to shut their eyes, are born with half their organs hanging out their sides. And we won't try to fix them, but we'll doctor up the image of the man who fired outside when it's warmer in here and there's Dom on ice. And meanwhile, half a mile down your drinking glass, there fizzles out a disappearing middle class who never seems to surface. They just keep on taking water, but they never get to drown because they can't afford a service. So when I talk about a he, if I really mean Biden, then I'll scream it with a spite that lights a fire in my central nervous. Scream it like I'm one of many millions in your Perignon ice bucket, begging you for scraps, scratching at the surface. Who never seems to surface. Just keep on taking water, never get to drown, cause I can't afford a service. Begging you for scraps, scratching at the surface. Begging you for scraps, scratching at the surface. Scraps scratching on the surface. Begging you for scraps scratching on the surface. Begging you for scraps scratching on the surface. Begging you for scraps scratching on the surface. Just begging you for.
Thinking of you. Don't you hear the music, baby? Don't it feel good? Let's get it to your mama. You know that you should. You don't have to worry about a thing. Come on up. To watch it happen, baby. When I dance with you. Love to hit the morning, honey. Go back to the news. You don't have to worry about a thing. Come on up. Come on up. Come on right now. And make it all right. Don't you hear the music, baby? Don't it feel good? Let's get it to your mama. You know that you should. You don't have to worry. Come on out now and have a good time. Well, take a look around. Yeah, take a look around. Take a look around. Get in. Get out! Get in!
It costs that much 'cause it takes me fucking hours. Fucking hours. It costs that much 'cause I don't have superpowers. Superpowers. So you need to pay for my skills 'cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much 'cause it takes me fucking hours. You need to pay for my skills 'cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much 'cause it takes me fucking hours.
Well, hello, people of Earth. Good to see you. Happy. A little nervous. I did some. I do little tech tweaks and stuff. And then when I don't test them out on a live audience, I get a little weird. So if I seem a little distracted, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You know, speaking of distraction, guess who's back? Oh, sweet shit. Wait a minute. There we go. You know what? I don't usually do this. Let's bring in Jimmy in here. We'll say hi to the chat together. Hello, my dear. How you doing? You are high. Hi. We got folks watching on YouTube and on Twitch. Yeah. So all right. Yeah, you're good. You are thumbs up. So don't even sweat it, Betty. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. Also we're having a little dippity-doo in the can't hear Jimmy. Wait a minute. Let's see. Let's try this again. Oh, okay. Can you hear? Say something now, Jimmy.
That oh God.
All right. So, yeah, we're gonna be lagging a little bit. So, well, hopefully, this won't be too crazy. So, we are at the mercy of the internets. So, anyway, so we got Yona here, and Ed Hiller's here. Gamer for Life, Willie Bragg, Les Bones in the mix. We got Bell Snorky. Good to see you. Rick, always a pleasure. Kate's here. A whole bunch of folks here. This is nice. A lot of people showed up. That's very good. For the Super Bowl weekend. I know D was here earlier. Always pops in to say hi at the top of the show. That's very sweet of her. Jimmy in the chat mixing it up, of course. Oz, and so many folks. Yes, D from around the world with Brandy and D. Creators in the space. So Yona and Oz and D and Willie. Be sure to subscribe to their YouTube channel. We're having some issues with the internet tonight, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Let's see here. I might be able to do something. Let me turn that off. Yes. All right. Anywho, we have a great show for you this evening. Apparently, that's what the legends have foretold. Tis the weekend of the Super Bowl. That's tomorrow for all you foosball players. Sports ball peoples, not foosball. Foosball is the devil. That's from The Water Boy, if you remember that. So, coming up, when is it? Tuesday? I think Tuesday is Valentine's Day. So,
Yeah, see, I might watch the football game just to see Rihanna. I only want to see Rihanna. Like, she's a fucking queen. I love her music. Jesus goddamn Christ, she's amazing. I want to see her, for sure.
I was told that they don't get paid to perform at the Super Bowl.
I have no idea. You would think they would.
I haven't looked into that. It was just it may have been a clickbaity headline that I saw. I could be wrong though. But I mean, she's got enough money. They all do.
Yeah, she's way fine. She was dating like a billionaire heiress for a little while, and now she's like just had a baby with like a rapper friend of hers for a long time. So she's a mogul. She makes makeup. She's got her own Fenty line. So she's way fine.
Yes, she is. She shines bright like a diamond.
Yes, she does.
Too soon? Not soon enough?
That was amazing. That was just perfect.
You're so easily pleased.
I know.
That's good for me.
I know. I'm like a bird. There's just a shiny little object, and I'm like, ooh, what's that?
We need to check in on the chickens. If you're into that sort of thing. Should we do that? Should we check in on the chickens?
Yeah, speaking of birds.
Speaking of birds, look at you, Queen of Segway. Here we go. Yay, it worked. So yeah, Chicken City. Check them out on the YouTubers there, Chicken City. And looks like we got a little crew. Everybody's up top. Must have been payday yesterday, because nobody in the cheap seats. They're getting those good quality seats up top, all snuggly, all getting ready for Valentine's Day. One of these. Yeah. So, are you into Valentine's Day? Is that a thing around your place there?
No, No. I don't like all that mushy gushy stuff. And I have always celebrated, like I was telling you earlier, I've always celebrated, I call it SAD. It's Singles Awareness Day. And it's just something that I've always loved. I came up with it and I've just kept it forever. So even though I am married, I still celebrate Singles Awareness Day. So happy Singles Awareness Day to everyone who doesn't have a Valentine. I'm here for you.
That's sweet. I don't give a shit about Valentine's Day, myself, but,
Yeah.
you know, it's just one of those things where it's just like, you know, just, a lot of money, you know, you got to go, you know, and these restaurants and stuff, they take advantage of, these poor people out and about, you know, get these fancy dinners for your sweetie, and, you know, the next thing you know, you're in the poorhouse, and then she dumps you because you're broke, because you spent all your money on Valentine's Day, and then she leaves and just sad and
Exactly.
I can't. I can't. Okay, all right. Compose yourself. You got a show to do. All right. We're gonna get to some fun stuff with Valentine's Day shortly. We also have another solid JJ cartoon for you tonight, and it's fun. It's funny. I watched it a couple of times. I totally enjoyed it. So, and also, this kind of worked out for me a little bit over the weekend. So, you know, they had another. They found another balloon that came into the United States, and but it was up in Alaska, and they didn't waste any time with this one. They said they're going to shoot it down. So, here, let me let's see here. We're going to get this ready here, and we got a little info on there. So let's take a listen here, and see what it's all about.
Today, under President Biden's order, a U.S. fighter pilot shot down an unidentified unmanned object the size of a small car.
We're calling this an object because that's the best description we have right now.
This time above the Arctic waters off Alaska, near the Canadian border. At this point, U.S. officials are not saying this is another Chinese spy balloon. In fact, they say they don't know what it was or what it could do.
We do not know who owns it, whether it's state-owned or corporate-owned or privately owned. We just don't know.
Spotted and tracked for about 24 hours, moving northeasterly at 40,000 feet. At that altitude, officials say they did fear this unknown object posed a risk to civilian flights because commercial planes typically fly between 30 to 42,000 feet.
There was a reasonable concern that this could present a threat to or a potential hazard to civilian air traffic.
Officials say two pilots in F-22s were able to determine the object had no pilot. And they did not see the kind of surveillance equipment attached to the Chinese spy balloon that is being recovered and studied.
Was its appearance like the Chinese aircraft?
No, it was much smaller than the spy balloon that we took down last Saturday.
Another big difference, duration. The Chinese spy balloon was shot down 8 days after the U.S. government first detected it, while this time, spotting to shoot down was about 24 hours, in the wake of Republican criticism that the president should have moved sooner to stop the China incursion. Complaints he rejects, saying the military acted when it was safest.
So, Kelly, what is the status of the recovery efforts for this object?
Well, the search has begun, Lester, and officials say this latest object went down over frozen Alaska waters, so they think it will be recoverable and may provide much-needed answers. And regarding the Chinese balloon shot down last weekend, today the Pentagon said they located a significant amount of debris on the ocean floor off South Carolina and expect that to be very beneficial.
All right. So yeah, there you have it. We got us another bogey, but it's so weird. They said They said, "Oh, well, you got another balloon up there?" And they're like, "No, no, it's not another balloon. We don't know what the fuck it is. We don't. We wow, look at the time. Yeah, it was one of those deals. So, right. So, of course, you know what I'm thinking. You know, it was probably aliens. Yeah, it was fucking aliens. Anyway, so
What was that?
you mean this?
Way to give up your behind the scenes studio.
Everybody, I think everybody's figured out at this point. I live in a shithole, so there's no sense in trying to hide that. We're all grown ups here. Screw Google, what's up? Good to see you. Hey Miguel, good to see you too. Yeah. So anyway, I think it was aliens, and so that being said, that kind of leads into a little shameless plug for tomorrow night. Which is the premiere of Mundus Ultra, right? And so it's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Maybe Rockfin. I don't know. Probably, maybe just YouTube. I don't want to go crazy. So if you're not subscribed to my channel Mundus Ultra, please do so. It's going to be fun. We're going to be talking about this particular incident that happened over the weekend in Alaska, but we're also going to do a deep dive into other UFOs stories out of Alaska, including the Alaskan Triangle, which is the northern version of the Bermuda Triangle. So let me put this in the chat there. Yeah, so just if you haven't done so, please subscribe to Mundus Ultra. I appreciate it. I think you might enjoy it. So that's going to be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I know Sports Ball is going to be going on at the same time. So hopefully, if you're not into the Sports Ball, you can come hang out with me for an hour. And then I believe at 8 p.m. you're going to be on Willie Bragg's show, right? Look at that.
Yep, yeah.
So you get to see us both again later today.
Tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow for you.
Yeah.
You got to remember, I'm in the future. With flying cars and shit.
I know. Like barely about to be my kid's bedtime.
I suppose it's so stupid. He said the Cleveland Browns are gonna win it. I've taken the Browns to the Super Bowl. But that's not football related. That's more fiber regular related. The new show is called Mundus Ultra Gamer. It's Latin for the world beyond. So I love Latin names for my shows. Extra Bulla means outside the bubble, in case you're not a Latin fan. I like Latin music, but the language, just for the show. That's it. I don't speak Latin outside of the show. I don't want to be labeled as a smarty pants by people. Because I'm not a smarty pants. You're a smarty pants. I mean, I don't even have pants, so it's not even. There's no smart pants. It's just.
I've got 2 pants on.
Yeah, and you got that big giant ass sweater on too. That is
right.
swallowing you whole.
That's right.
Look at you. You look like?
It's
You
so
look
warm.
like a little cloud floating in the sky, all puffy and white and about to rain on somebody. That's right.
That's right.
Well, when you're up in the sky, though, watch out, because you know what's up there.
Jewish space lasers.
They're everywhere.
That's right. They're everywhere.
Aw. Gamer said Jimmy is cute. She is cute. She's just a little princess. She's just a little peach. So anyway, so yeah, that's going on tomorrow night. So a little double dose of us. I believe my buddy's Keaton from Due Distance, his show's gonna be on at 4 p.m. Eastern, and with Russell in India for a few weeks. Keaton's getting some guest hosts in there, so he's gonna have JB Font from RBN tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Tomorrow for you, non-future girl. So that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be 4 p.m. Eastern on their channel. I got the guest host this past Thursday night with Keaton, and I was very nervous because, you know, I'm used to silly poo-poo and fart jokes, and, you know, just cutting up with you in the middle of the night on the weekends. But, you know, he's a little more highbrow. You know, he's like, you know, we were having like production meetings, and he was going over the rundown and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's how you do it. The professional shit. I like that, man. You know, this show, you just show up with a bucket of chicken and a wing and a prayer, and well, just a wing if you're just bringing chicken. You know, good thing I turned off the Chicken City, and they're like, la, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. Hello, Nancy K. How are you? Are you still with, or are you speaking to someone else in the chat? Is that what it is? Okay. Yeah. So anyway, you may notice there's like,
high?
Huh?
Said, are you sure
What's
you're
that?
not high?
I'm high on caffeine right now.
That's right, I get it.
Again, I think we're both at the ends of the spectrum there, of the energy spectrum. So, although you're a little more lively than last week, you were straight up, hey, CBD.
Right.
Oh, what? Okay, you weren't that bad.
I want to get there again. I'm just waiting for you to go to full screen so I can hurry up and hit that bomb.
All right, go ahead.
No, because you're gonna put it back on me, and I'm gonna hate you for it. No, just go back. It's fine. I'll wait. I'll wait for you to talk about more of your Mundus Ultra.
No, we're past that now. We're way beyond that now, Jimmy.
Damn it.
Go ahead. Look, I promise you. Look, all right. Well, this is going to be a trust exercise, okay? Do you trust me? You trust me, don't you?
No.
No? What? Come on. Don't be like that. Come on. All right.
Okay.
All right. You know what? I'll even mute your audio so nobody has to hear the a god-awful sound. No, you can't hide. All right, here we go. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. All right? Yes. The clock starts now. 1, 2, 20, 21, 27, 29. You are so weird. Why are you look, you live in a state where pot is legal. Why are you afraid to smoke on camera? That is the weirdest.
I'm still a millennial. It's scary.
That's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Jesus.
Come on, I grew up in the DARE program where they made you think that marijuana was the gateway drug. So, come on. That shit's ingrained in my childhood memory.
Oh, come on. Look, I grew up with Nancy Reagan. Just say no, okay? I was probably the most propagandized teen on the planet, and I'll smoke on camera because fuck the man. You know what I mean? That's how I roll.
That's right. Well, I don't want to get you in trouble with the YouTubers, you know, because they're
There's
screwing
YouTubers?
me over. Yeah.
Who said that?
What?
What? How you gonna get me in trouble? I'm in a legal state too.
No, I'm talking about on YouTube. I don't want to get you in trouble on YouTube.
Wait, we can smoke on YouTube. Where are you getting that? What are they gonna do? You think somebody's watching this going, "Oh, I see doobies. That time to go," and then this. Yeah, that's not gonna.
Exactly.
That's your paranoid ass. That's your paranoid ass. But Gamer's with you. He says, I understand what Jimmy is saying. Oh, see?
See? Lois says Jimmy will get your channel deleted. See? I'm telling you. I'm bad luck.
No, I'm bad luck. If anybody's bad luck around here, it's me. So
how many strikes do you have?
Well, I don't mean bad luck like that. I'm good luck. I'm
exactly,
a good boy.
Exactly. I have two.
Look, just because you like to push the envelope, that's whose fault is that, Jimmy? Whose fault is that? Seriously.
YouTube's.
The
YouTube
queen of
investors. YouTube investors' faults.
You're the queen of algorithms. You know how to play the algorithm, yet you get all these strikes. Meanwhile, I'm just out here, and nothing happens to me because
I want to tell the truth, man. I didn't.
This is my halo.
It's your hair.
my halo hair low. This hair's getting wild. Seriously, it's in the in between. Like when it's like really short, and I look like a skinhead. But it feels great in the summertime. It's wonderful. And then when it's like super long, and I can just put it up in a ponytail or whatever, it's fine. But that in between shit, this fucking 1980s hair that's going on, I look like a broke ass Kenny Rogers.
That's why I never did the shave thing. You know how girls were like shaving the sides of their head for a little while, like right in this area. That's why I didn't do it, because I wanted to do it. I thought it would be a lot of fun, but I knew that like halfway grow back hair time where it was like in between being long would just be horrible. So I never did it. I've always had long hair.
You ever thought about just like taking it all off? Just kind of like
no.
You could be like.
I did want to shave the side of it really bad. I really, really did. But that's about as far as I'll go. No, I don't. I cut my hair off to like here when I was in like 7th grade, and I got school pictures right afterwards, and I have that picture still forever, and I will never do that again. That was horrible.
Nancy K over on Twitch says, "Oh please, not another balloon. Are we going to fear everything? It's like they want to distract us from something." Yeah, actually, my friend.
Yeah, with the balloon,
Jackie,
that's what I agree. That's where I'm at. I think it's just, these balloons. I mean, balloons have been fucking around forever. I'm sorry, but how many times do we go back and forth? I'm pretty sure we've gone back and forth with balloons multiple times with multiple different countries. I mean, we've got fucking satellites. I don't understand why people are so freaked out about balloons. But I feel like they're just talking about it more now and noticing them more now and shooting them down more now because they're trying to drum up some kind of fear tactics so we can start battling against China, because that's the only way for capitalism to survive is through wars. So,
well, I'll tell you this. I don't think it's Chinese balloon. Really, I really don't think so.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's aliens. All night.
That's so awesome.
All night. Just okay.
How long did it take you to set up that other camera? That's so awesome.
You know what this is the this used to be the disappointment cam on the Extra Bulla live show when I did.
Oh, was it pointed towards your dick when you were on Omegle?
Was it pointed towards my dick?
You were
Wait,
on Omegle. Oh, I thought that was funny. Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The disappointment. Okay. I'm sorry. You know, when you have to explain the joke, it's not funny. Jimmy, is it?
No, it's not.
No.
It's not funny anymore.
It was see, this was before you and I ever met. This was like the early days, and some of the hardcores from the way back. Rick applauds your horrible joke there. Nice one, Jimmy, he says.
I got one.
In the way back, when I was first starting Extra Bulla Live, it was a little more silly than it is now, because and I had this camera up here, right? It was like up and to the left. So somebody would say something I didn't like, I would go look at that camera, and it had like this little outline, and it said like it was recording, like it was like a security camera, and the text on it said disappointment cam, and I just look at it and just go, you know.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. So now we have I call this the reaction cam. So
Okay.
when it's shocking, you know.
Yep.
We go to the camera. But
That's right.
we've done enough of that tonight. We don't have to. We've beaten enough dead horses on this show in the past, or at least I have. So we're not.
I can't believe you're giving away your background, like your behind the scenes stuff.
You know, like this. Wait a minute. Just it's just way too close to my face. That's the scary part. So you get to see side beard. So
That's right.
It's
That's right.
instead of side boob, it's side beer.
That's right.
Nancy's like, good God, am I the only one who's not a moderator? Well, Nancy, are you new to us here, dear? I mean, if you are, that's great. We can mod you if you'd like. Let's see. I don't care. I don't really give a shit about like these wrenches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I give everybody a wrench. All my peeps. Here, Anthony gets one too. I thought I made him one. He gets one too. Screw Google gets one too. It's mod night. Everybody that's watching the show tonight gets a mod. So congratulations.
Rick
Just call it an early Valentine's Day gift because I love all of you. And if I miss you, just
Fucking
say
Lois,
something in the
Mod
chat.
City.
Mod City. Coming to a live stream near you. It's the blue, exactly. Miguel, perfect.
Blue
It's
Wrench
the Blue Wrench special. It's the Blue Plate special. It's the Blue Wrench special. So yeah, it's a special night here at Secret Show. You get a wrench, and you get a wrench, and you get a wrench. I mean, if you enjoy that kind of thing,
For show.
right? Look under your seats. You got wrenches for everybody. So yeah, if you're watching this later, like you're watching the replay of this, sucks to be you.
Sorry.
Should have been here. Oopsie sauce. Exactly. Les Bones always on top of it, saying if you don't have a wrench, you're an alien. I'm assuming an extraterrestrial and not somebody that's like with no papers. That
Screw says I can't handle the responsibilities or power that comes with a wrench.
Well, you're just gonna have to.
No.
I can't take it away. I mean, I could, but I'm too lazy. I don't want to go back in that chat. It's scary. There's demons in there, I tell you. So yeah, congrats everybody if that's your thing.
You even gave a wrench to Dabby Dabs. That's so funny. That's awesome.
You know what? Dabby showed up. Dabby, you know what?
That's right.
Fucking A. Dabby
Right.
showed up. So you know what? You're welcome. So next time people show up next week and they're like, and they bitching about how come I don't got a wrench? Because bitch, you weren't here last week. Okay. Sorry. AutoZone's closed. No wrench for you.
That's right. Try
I
next
just want to make...
Valentine's Day.
Yes, Rick, you're a mod now too. Now, becoming a mod for this channel means you will have to participate in the human sacrifices, which will be coming later. Mason says, you were great when you were next to Keaton. I don't understand all this attention on balloons. So I'll tell you why, though. And in all seriousness, this is not a joke. This is super serious. That shit that's going on in Ohio right now, with the train derailment and the explosion and all that shit going up in the air. Now they're finding like dead animals and dead fish and stuff like that. That's what they're distracting you from. They're distracting you from that shit. That's the serious shit that you don't hear the media talking about. You don't hear these politicians talking about, but everybody in the independent space is talking about that shit. And these motherfuckers talking about balloons, fucking balloons.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know,
did you hear that the company is only paying out the city $25,000? It's insane.
Yeah. That's what they think. That class action lawsuit comes around.
That's what I'm hoping for. Like the entire town just sues the shit out of that company.
Oh yeah, they should. They should sue the government too for busting that the union strike. You know, because they were striking. One of the reasons they wanted to strike was because of unsafe conditions. Yeah. Right. You know,
absolutely.
Regulations.
Did you know that vinyl chloride, when it gets into the air like it is right now, that it attaches to water and could cause acid rain?
Yeah. Yeah. They're talking about raining like hydrochloric acid.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Right? Yeah. And it's not going to stay there. There's this shit called wind and this shit called the jet stream, and it gets up in there. So it's probably, I mean, it's right on the eastern part of the state too. I think it's like it's East Palestine is the name of the town, like in the northeast part of Ohio. You know, and then you got you got all these other states, you know, in the Rust Belt there. You know, there are people on Twitter calling it the Chernobyl of America now. You know, so.
Well, somebody was on the news just saying that there was a train derailment not too long ago in Ohio as well, but thank goodness it wasn't anything flammable and stuff. So it happens a lot, a lot. I mean, they were striking over it. So, yeah. People, it just goes to show you how much that people pay attention to things that the mainstream media just isn't. They're just caring about these stupid balloons in the air. Which doesn't even, I don't understand why people are so up in arms about it. We have satellites. Like, get over yourself, people. What the fuck are balloons going to do that satellites can't do? I'm just saying.
Although I am curious, though, about this thing in Alaska. Like I said, we're going to talk more about it on the show tomorrow night. But, you know, they said, it's just weird. It's like before, you know, I guess people were people around the country were getting pictures of the balloon going over, and you know, so they could actually see what it looked like, you know, and it just looked like a regular weather balloon. It didn't look like some spy balloon or whatever they're trying to call it. You know, they're trying to pick a fight with China. So this thing, they said, they asked them, they said, you know, you saw the video, he said, you know, oh, so it's another balloon. He's like, no, this isn't a balloon. It's smaller. It's like the size of a small car. I would assume like the size of a Cooper Mini or something like that. So what the fuck did they shoot down? Right? If it's not a balloon and it's flying, I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know.
Were you calling this like a Roswell repeat or something?
Right? They said that where it landed, or where it was shot down, it's iced over. It's like in the off the northern coast of Alaska, and it's like frozen over. So they said it should be easy to recover whatever they shot down. Yeah. But do you think they're really going to tell us? Even if they get the shit, do you think they're really going to tell us what it is? They're just going to say it's another weather balloon or another spy balloon or some shit. They're just going to blame it on China. And meanwhile, you know, Ohio's going to shit. So
Right.
there you have it. That's where we are in 2023. You know, our government lies to us all the time.
Right. I did not have Chinese spy balloons and acid rain on my 2023 bingo card for sure. Did not.
Yeah, and we just started February not too long ago, so this year is very young. A lot of soothsayers last year were saying that 2023 was going to be a lot worse than 2022, and so far, yeah, that's coming to fruition. Yeah, exactly. Miguel, no pun intended. 2023 is already a train wreck. I know you probably didn't mean it as a pun, but yeah, it's appropriate, I guess. So, anyway, so if you're in the Ohio area, you know, I hope you're in a safe spot. I hope you're away from all this business, and I'm sorry your lives got upended because of crony capitalistic greed and arrogance and hubris on the part of these motherfuckers who make billions of dollars in profits every year. So anyway, how do you segue out of that? Well, speaking of assholes, Spider-Man is the subject of tonight's solid JJ. I know, right? There's just no way to
you
get
go show that. I'm gonna go run to the potty. I think I had to go and I didn't realize it. Before I pee myself.
Didn't I tell you to go before we left? All right.
I'm
no,
sorry.
We're already in the car, Jimmy. We're not going to stop till we get to Grandma's, okay? All right, go do your thing.
Pee my pants.
Well, you know, I'm sure people would pay extra to see that. Go. You can go pee. Have a good weekend. Are you peeing right now? Let's check in on you. No? Hand down. Let's see if you wet yourself. You have any talcum powder? Too soon? All right. She's going to go piss. Meanwhile, we got something here for you. It's solid JJ. Fun stuff. Let me get this up here for everybody. And you get to see Jimmy's empty couch over there. So let's check it out. Here we go.
All right, everything seems fine here. I guess I should get moving. Good golly, my spider senses are going off the charts. There's something going on down there. Better go check it out. All right, spider sense, do your thing. Aha, so you're the one that was setting my alarms off. Well, unfortunate for you, pal, I'm stuck to you like glue. I already know you're up to no good, so you better quit while you're ahead.
Wait, I'm sorry, are you talking at me?
Don't act coy, friend. I know you're up to something.
I really don't understand what you mean. I was just enjoying my lunch break.
Yeah, Spidey, I've been with him for a while, and he's not doing nothing. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. What exactly about him really strikes you as dangerous?
Well, actually, okay, it's not about him in particular that part about it.
No, that actually is a very interesting question. What is it about me specifically that made you point me out and say that I was up to no good?
No, it's not.
The color of my suit?
No, it's not.
The color of my tie?
Whoa, okay, look, I know how this looks. This looks really bad. But I promise you, it's just, this is actually one of my spider abilities. You know, sometimes I just look at people, and I get signals sent to my brain that tell me they're up to no... well, let me rephrase that. It's just that sometimes when I'm around certain people, I get like a bad feeling, or that it's not... I voted for Obama. Wait a minute, my spider sense is still going off. It's not you. It's coming from over there. It's you two.
What are you looking at, Bug-Eye?
Looking right at you, Bub. You two seem awfully chummy. A little too chummy, if you ask me.
Oh, so that's how it's gonna be?
Yeah,
because we
that's right. No.
Is it because we're in love, Spider-Man? Huh?
How was I supposed to know? That's by looking at you. That's not what I meant. Hey, man, love is love, all right? Look, I'm
You're on the wrong side of history.
Oh, my spider senses again. Oh, please be. Oh, thank God. I mean, not thank God, because clearly something wrong's happening, but thank God it's you. All right, look, I've been through enough. Just what are you up to? What, you're not going to tell me? Listen, I've been through enough shit tonight. You tell me exactly what's going on. What's wrong, pal, huh? Cat's got your tongue?
Man, that guy was an asshole. I mean, what was his problem anyways? I'm just glad we can unite as a city and clean up this place one step at a time. Here's for a brighter future.
Oh, I love those. Those are so good. Solid JJ on YouTube. Please, it's SOLID space JJ. Let me put that in there in the chats on YouTube. Check them out. Give them a like and a sub. All kinds of good cartoons. They do like anime stuff on there too. I don't usually bring that on here because I don't really like anime stuff. So you know, and it's my show and I do what I goddamn want on here. So, but I do like
Jewish space lasers.
I will put Jewish space lasers. Anyway, so yeah, that was solid JJ. That was fun. That killed time. Spider-Man's just he was a bigot, he was a homophobe, and then what is that? I don't know, he was being discriminating against the deaf person who turned out to be an asshole himself. When are you having AOC on the show? She is she is local, sort of. Hey, John Kemper, what is up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. You get a wrench there. It's wrench night here at the show. Also, if you come watch Mundus Ultra tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern on the YouTubes, you'll get a wrench then too. So it's opening night, and everybody gets free gifts. So should be fun. I'm looking forward to that. One I'm not looking forward to is Valentine's Day. Because I mean, I don't really have any skin in the game when it comes to that kind of stuff, you know. I've never really been a big Valentine's Day person, right? I have a friend who is interested in this young lady, and he wanted to ask her out, right? And he said, yeah, maybe I could take her out on Valentine's Day. I was like, no. That's the Super Bowl of Love Day. You don't go on a first. I'm just telling you, anybody in the chat, just know this. Do not ask somebody out on their first date and make it Valentine's Day, because one, you're gonna be spending a butt ton of money and you may not even like that person, right? You know, and two, you know, where there's like this added, you know, aura of, you know, emotion and love and romance and shit, and that's a lot of pressure for a first date. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you agree there, counselor?
I mean, yeah, I guess during your time and my time, I guess. But it's 2023 now, so I'm pretty sure people can just go on a date and not think like they're in love after the first date. I actually kind of think it would be smart to have your first date on Valentine's Day, because what if you guys end up getting married? Then you don't have to worry about a Valentine's Day gift and an anniversary gift of your first date anniversary. You just combine those two together. Might as well just make your wedding day on Valentine's Day too and kill 3 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, but you're kind of dicking yourself out of gifts, right? That's kind of like someone who's born on Christmas. I feel sorry for them. They always get like the combo gift, right? Like, oh, well, we got you a combo gift for Christmas and your birthday. Like, no, 2 separate things. All right.
Don't make me feel bad don't make me feel like a bad parent, okay? Don't make me feel like a bad parent.
Crema?
I gave her extra gifts. They were just on Christmas.
Well, if you're giving them extra gifts, that's great. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, that's the thing. It's like, you're not cheaping out and saying, well, I got you one big gift. I think you'll really like it. And then it turns out it's not a big gift. You know,
my kid always got the extra gifts on Christmas. So.
It's just some regular ass gift. And it's like, well, there's no big about this. This is bullshit. Exactly, Anthony.
Now
Jesus did get
screwed. I don't have to worry about shit anymore.
Right? Or you could just be like me and just not give anybody gifts. I don't I don't do that. I stopped giving gifts a long time ago. First off, I don't I don't like people that much to give them gifts. And two, I'm usually broke. So, but I tell people, say, look, birthdays, you know, all that stuff. I don't want a gift. Just don't do it. Save it for somebody else.
I'm really creative, so I try to like make gifts for the family, but then I never see it. Like it's like they don't show it off or appreciate it or like have it in the living room, or I never see it again. So I'm just like, what's the fucking point of making things? It's easier just to give them a $20 bill and say Merry Christmas.
Yeah, they probably appreciate that more too. I'm gonna tell you right now, people who make gifts, that's weak sauce. I mean, well, yeah, because it's cheap. You know, I mean, what kind of gifts do you make?
Like one year, the kids I saw the kids had they made like these mermaid tail sleeping bags. They're like in the shape of a mermaid tail, and they only had like certain kinds, and they were really expensive, and they didn't have any for boys. So I sewed them their own. I sewed the girls their own mermaid tails sleeping bags, and I sewed my nephews their own shark sleeping bags, and it ended up like, you know, I never saw them again. Like the kids barely even ever used them. So that's what I'm talking about, like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'll make cool stuff. Like the boys loved it at first because the shark fin at the front, you know, like they had it on backwards, so they put the shark fin in the front and then wiggle it around like it was their little pee wiggling and stuff. So it was funny. They liked it for like 10 minutes and then never touched it.
We have I forgot to shout out Steve Breedlove in the chats. Good to see you, Steve. And Lucy from Blue Moon Red Wine. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe her channel. She's a little firecracker. I love Lucy. The show too. She was recently, she went to an AOC event here in New York and gave her the business, gave her what for. And so
in Spanish,
she's trying
too, of all things.
Yeah.
Like fucking get it.
Muy bien.
Yeah.
And but I think we're going to go heckle Hakeem Jeffries. He's got some little swank thing going on at the Upper West Side, and he's a piece of shit. He's my representative too. So I get to yell at him and tell him what a piece of shit he is, and it's like, I'm in your district, fuckface.
Very nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she so I think I'm gonna go with Lucy to that, and we're gonna have a good time.
Hell yeah.
That's right. Les Bones says, I love that Lucy was speaking up for the immigrant community. Exactly.
Yep.
We're going to be speaking up for there's poor people that live in Hakeem Jeffries district.
Like,
it's not much,
so
not many.
There's a strategy, like these hecklers and stuff, you know, quote unquote hecklers, because they're not even really hecklers. These constituents that are going to the people who are supposed to be representing them. The way that she went at it was so perfect, because a lot of them from before, there was always room for people to say, oh, they're a conservative, or they're right leaning, or they're for Russia and against Ukraine. You know, there was always the little avenues because of like one little mistaken word that they had said, or one little word. Her coming at it the way that she did in Spanish and everything, like that was the perfect strategy to come at your representative in a way that nobody can come at you saying that you came at it in a right-wing perspective whatsoever. Like that was, progressive. That was the epitome of populist. So it was great. I commend her for that. That was amazing.
Yeah, Lucy's great. She's she has this bag of fucks, but if you look in it, it's empty.
That's so awesome.
She has no fucks to give, and
I'm gonna grow up
I appreciate
to be just
her
like
that.
one day.
Me too. I hope so. I don't know. She's probably gonna. It'd be my luck. We'll go to this Hakeem Jeffries thing, and I'm gonna be up there yelling at him about giving money to Ukraine when there's people in his own district who are sleeping on the streets, and probably somebody will arrest me. You know, and Lucy's gonna be like, I don't have any bail money. See ya, sucker. And then she's out. And, then, and I'm walking out like, do, 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 do.
That's right.
Doing the perp walk.
Hey, that's 3 hots and a cot. Well, I mean, it's not 3 hots, but at least it's 1 hot. So, but it's free food and a cot, a bed. So,
I've been in jail a couple of times. That ain't the kind of free food I want.
I mean, it's better than nothing. So,
I don't know. I guess it
when you're out there
depends.
panhandling for your next meal, trust me, that food is great.
Yeah, but you're free while you're doing it. That's the thing. That's the difference. That and freedom tastes delicious. It does. But no, I know me. I would get thrown in jail. So, but that's okay. If Lucy's with me, that's fine. She's we're probably gonna end up getting in a fist fight with some people too. At least I hope so. It's been a while. I'm not really a fighter, but there's some people I really want to pop in the mouth. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not one for violence, but like to paraphrase Sam Kinison, I'm not into violence. I understand it, but I'm not into it.
Right.
It's just what you say. Progressives are so cheap, though they don't even have crab cakes at their fundraisers. Oh yeah, we definitely got to hit up the food. We got to hit up the food before we talk shit, because that's the last thing we do is talk shit, so we get out of there. But
like
let's get fed
says,
first.
As Chris had just says, we need to make them afraid of us. That's pretty much like what I've been saying everywhere. Is there's got to be a point where we just start getting angry, because you have to remember a lot of pretty much probably 99.9% of these politicians have never even been in a fight. That's why they're politicians. They're like the non-fighter nerd kids of school. Fucking just, get up some guts and just fucking tell them off, because they're going to get afraid of you. Like, even if we just show them a little bit of angriness, they're going to be afraid. They don't fight.
They're gonna
say it with your
they're gonna hear me yelling, and then they're gonna think, Jesus Christ, what happened to Kenny Rogers? What the fuck is he even doing at this thing? I'll be like, hi, I'm Kenny Rogers. I used to be famous, now I look scary. I'm Kenny Rogers. Gamer, you've never been in a physical fight? I was in a fight once in junior high, and it was really sad. It wasn't even a fight. Basically, this large child fell on me, and I couldn't breathe. So I said, "All right, it's done." So yeah, it was the weakest fight ever. A good thing it wasn't like, with the kids crowd around, and they're like, fight, and there's like, 'cause I've seen some throwdowns in junior high. There was these two girls, these two black chicks, and these chicks were not playing. They had like tree branches going at each other, like, fucking, hair is just like half pulled out, shirt ripped. You could, pretty sure you could see a titty. It was one of those things. It was just like, I'm like, God damn, that's some violence right there. I was like, I've never been in something like that, but these chicks, it was like, you heard like the Star Trek. So
those are called dirty fights. Everything goes.
It was, it was crazy. Anyway, but let's talk about love, Jimmy. Let's talk about LUV. The Love Day is going to be here on Tuesday, and some of our folks out here in the chat, I'm pretty sure not all of them are, just curmudgeons like we are. I'm pretty sure there's some people that are into the romance out there. So if you're going out and about with someone that you care about, this coming Valentine's Day, we got some little treats for you here. So let's look at this real quick. Here, this is some stuff that you can do. So this is from Insider, and this is 27 funny Valentine's Day gifts From quirky decor to pun-filled surprises. Ooh, let's see if we can pull this up a little bit. Okay. So let's look at this. There's they have a bouquet of salami. Do you like salami, Jimmy? Are you a fan? No?
No.
Look at that.
No.
Look at that delicious salami though. It's like, look, it's Valentine's Day. You know somebody going to be getting a salami in one way or another. So anywho, what else we got here? So this is Olympia Provisions salami bouquet. What's it say here? Second, put this over here. All right. Who says bouquets have to be floral? This one comes with an assortment of European-inspired salamis you can taste test together. See? You're not a salami fan? That's not your...
I mean, I like salami, but I wouldn't want it in a bouquet for Valentine's Day.
That's kind of fancy.
I mean, just
it's
salami,
fancy.
like, where's the cheese? Where's the crackers?
Well, now you're just being greedy. Oh, that's fancy salami. Come on. Don't be like that.
What? Yeah, with fancy cheese and fancy crackers. Where's the crackers?
You could get a message from your favorite's funny celeb. Let's see. There's a lot of these people are not funny. Let's see. I don't even know half of these people. Ramona Singer, Luann de Lesseps, Barry Williams, Greg Brady, $140. No, thank you.
What is that for? What site?
This is, well, it's called Cameo Message, and there's a link here. You can shop at Cameo.
Yeah.
Cameo lets you commission. Yeah, it lets you commission custom videos from celebrities, and there are plenty of fun choices available. You can pick their favorite Real Housewife, sitcom actor, or comedian to deliver a special Valentine's Day message to your beloved.
Yeah, but they charge ridiculous amounts. Like the really famous ones, they'll do like a message for like $2,000-$3,000. Like some of them are absolutely ridiculous.
Like on this one, Brian Cox, the actor, has kind of it's a really specific number. It says $689. So on that page alone, that's the most pricey, I think. Hell, Greg from the Brady Bunch is cheap compared to that. He's only $140. And Susie Essman from Curb Your Enthusiasm is $500+ bucks. Yikes. So anyway, that's a thing.
10 or like a minute-long message or something from them, like video message. It's crazy. They're making bank.
I think I'd rather have socks with pictures on it. What do you think?
Can I have pictures of my dog?
Right? Yeah, you know what? You can. And when you put your dog's picture on there, you tell your dog, heel.
Nice.
Heel. Okay. All right. Enough of that business. So custom socks with your faces on them. So if you're a bootlicker, at least you won't have far to go. You'll be right in the neighborhood. Give them a practical gift with a lot of personality. You can use a photo of yourself or both of you for a Valentine's surprise. They'll wear year-round. Nobody's wearing these fucking socks year-round. All right? They'll be lucky if they wear them once. They're going to wear them once. Come on. You can wear socks with faces on it. That's just like...
Yeah, I mean, I wear all my socks all year long. They're just in my drawer and I wear them.
Yeah, but you don't have faces on it. Come on. This is... You're conjuring a demon when you do this shit.
Yo, it's fucking February and I'm wearing Christmas socks right now. The little elf socks.
I don't see any faces on there.
No, but it looks like an elf costume.
I don't think you're gonna be. I don't think those socks will conjure demons. You might.
No.
You might conjure a gay pride parade, but you're not gonna conjure demons. So.
That would be awesome.
They have a Love Pop like a waffle lot pop-up card. What the fuck? Love Pop. There are plenty of great cards out there for pun lovers, but do they also pop up? Love Pop makes 3D cards they can have on display all holiday long, many of which feature adorable characters. Aww, that looks cute. Well, it looks like waffles shaped like hearts.
I could make that.
What, waffles?
For free. Like a
in the
waffle
shape of
pop-up.
hearts?
Yeah.
God, you are so cheap.
I know. I grew up poor. What do you expect?
I grew up poor too, but you know, I know what a store is.
I'm very cheap, okay? Like almost cheapskates cheap.
Nancy K's busted my balls over here. She says, Uncle Warren, you don't believe in gifts, but you think homemade gifts are cheesy. Excuse me, where are your manners?
Thank you. At least somebody's on my side. Homemade gifts are awesome.
Lame. Oh, I need some water. Anyway, we have a cheeky puzzle here. And it has, it's called, oh my goodness, it's called a fowl, F-O-W-L, language puzzle, okay?
It's a puzzle,
I know,
how many
Steve.
pieces?
Don't know. 1,000 pieces. But check out these names. The 1,000 pieces?
Yes.
This 1,000 piece puzzle depicts all the birds with names that could make a person blush, from the tufted titmouse to the blue-footed booby. If they're less into puzzles and more into cheeky kitchenware, this pattern also comes in a mug. So you have
I want
on
that
here.
puzzle so bad.
He's got some dirty words on here. You got the red-billed oxpecker, bearded tit. There's the woodcock, Andean cock of the rock. I'm the cock. Wait a minute. I'm the cock of the rock, baby. Dick Sissel, which was my porn name. Ruffed-faced shag, the tufted titmouse, Southern Screamer, also another one of my my porn names, and the blue-footed booby.
Is that your porn name?
Southern Screamer. Ah! I do. I have the weirdest orgasms on the planet. It's probably why I can't sustain a meaningful relationship, because either my partner goes deaf or just gets scared out of their mind. There's a movie lovers fill-in poster. What's this? A blanket that lets you both customize your coverage. Ooh, so it's a split blanket. Look at that. Isn't that nice? You're not watching. You don't care.
I'm watching. I'm also reading the comments as well. I can barely see it. There we go.
I know. Well, you should complain some more. Let's see what we got here. So, I'll turn this show around right now. You already done peed in the middle of it. This is not your best work, Jimmy. I'm just saying. You could probably do better.
Can you tell I'm just giving up? I just give up. I'm giving up.
You always give up on this show. You're always just like, there, last week I thought you were going to fall asleep. So
No way.
this is
this is a blanket that's split in half for couples. Got it.
Yeah, you were pretty close. Couple split blanket and sheets too. So if HBO shows aren't the only things you feel torn about, oh God, that's cringe. A split blanket and sheet set that lets you and your partner sleep at your own ideal temperature is the sort of invention that must usher in total peace and prosperity into your life. This one is extra wide, so each person has plenty of wiggle room.
That one's pointless.
I hate sleeping with people. I really do. It's just, you know, you do that spoon shit and it's like, I get too hot. And then I kind of move around a lot, you know, I kind of roll over a lot in my sleep, and you know, I'm not exactly I'm not exactly
Yeah,
tiny.
I'm a
so-
belly sleeper, so I'm not much cuddle material.
Right? I mean, you go to bed to sleep.
Yeah.
Now, if I get a nice king size bed, you know, that's fine. So, you know, you can do your little snuggly or whatever, and then you can break apart, and then you got like you're on the other side of the continent, which is pretty nice. You get here's a fancy portrait of your furry BFF. Don't you want to get Don't you want to get Lady and Dodger little pictures like that? Look at that! He's like an astro pup. He's an astro pup. He's going into space. Oh. Oh. Well, you shouldn't be like that. Dodger loves you. So Dodger wants to go to space. So if you want to get rid of that dog, you want to get rid of that dog, send him to space. Crown and Paw custom pet painting. If they're a sucker for anything to do with their pet, get them a fun portrait they'll hang up immediately. Crown and Paw makes antique looking paintings that look like they belong above a 19th century fireplace. You can get their dog or cat portrayed as an admiral, princess, or similar figure of the past. Valentine's themed plush. Cupid potato mochi plush. That's kind of cute. A buildable Lego bouquet. Now that looks cheap. That looks like, I mean, it's kind of cool, but you know, somebody's gonna break that shit. Somebody's gonna break that shit.
We got those for my stepdaughter for Christmas, and they're cute. I mean, they're all right. They're definitely not worth the price. You can get other ones for way better, like worth the price that you're paying those ones for.
This is what you've been waiting for. This is the showstopper right here. Heart-shaped toilet bombs. Before you poo, toilet bombs. By Wabi Whiffs. These are Glitter Hearts toilet bombs. A part gag gift, part genuinely useful household item. These heart-shaped glitter toilet bombs can be plopped in to remove any smells. If they have a soft spot for poop jokes and cleanliness, you've found your gift. So is that like poopery? It's like, because you put poopery down first too, right? Before you go make. You ever use that poopery?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
I used it one time. It was too weird. It was just like, it
really
felt
strong. It's like a car spray. It's very strong.
It was very unfamiliar. I felt like I was shitting perfume. Yeah, I don't want any part of that. Now this looks pretty cool. Lightsaber chopsticks for a romantic dinner. Right? Hey, don't force the issue. Take it easy and enjoy these lightsaber chopsticks.
I like it. I would totally take those to like the Japanese restaurants and shit that I go to. That'd be awesome.
They are pretty cool. And a lot of those places are kind of dark too, so you'd be kind of glow in the dark.
Exactly.
Kate, are you okay? She said, my head just hit the keyboard. This is not an exciting time. So let's see. We got one more here. A customized summer tote. We can't end on that. Matching bread slippers. Yes. Look at that. Isn't that nice? So, October Elf adult autumn winter slippers. If your love language is carbs, celebrate it with these slippers. They can loaf around in all day. Get it? Loaf. They're the perfect novelty gift that's also really functional, especially in cold winter months. So you like butter them, you know?
Could you imagine?
Put some ham and cheese in there if you're into that sort of thing. See, earrings that pay homage to their favorite phrase. Hey, y'all. Okay. Personalized Love Island water bottle. Is that a show? Oh, it is, isn't it? Love Island. It's one of those reality shows. Okay. Parody book of Are You My Mother? It's called Are You My Boyfriend? Picture book for grown-up children. This is a witty parody of the childhood favorite Are You My Mother? That follows a woman's search for love from the coffee shop to the bookstore. It's a great gift to give single friends, or you can gift it to someone you hope to make your boyfriend. Ooh. Oh my God. You matching underwear, right? There you go. I don't know. Not a fan of tidy whities. More of a boxer brief. Like, I guess that's kind of a boxer brief, but that's a little much. I've heard of this Death Wish coffee. It's like really strong coffee.
It's really good. Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Well, they're not sponsoring us, so fuck them. We're going to the next one. grass, gas, or ass. Nobody rides for free.
That's it.
Talking pints for a low-key date. Well, that's pretty cool. So talk about your first concert, best teacher, worst birthday, favorite costume, most embarrassing job, last apartment, next car, quirkiest vacation, ideal date. Little conversation piece. A pillow that feels like a great long distance hug. Oh my God. That's the MLK statue in Boston. Holy shit. They made it into a plush, a pillow.
Or the MLK statue stole it from this.
I probably did. That thing was so weak. It's that is I don't know about that. What's up, Kris? Kris from the Political Matrix in the house. Good to see you. Make sure if you're not subscribed to them, check out Political Matrix on YouTube and Rockfin. Also, Thinking with Young Morpheus. That's a good show too. That's Marcus Cage joint right there too. Okay, so that's okay. Hot sauce subscription to create your own version of Hot Ones. So if you want a hot
that would
date,
be so nice.
Yeah, you'd like that. You'd like the hot stuff, right?
I have been dying. I am literally on a hunt right now for a really hot, spicy thing that I like. I've got like 3 or 4 things in the kitchen right now. I'm waiting to make it. I am on a hunt for something very spicy that I'm craving. And I've tried so many different spicy things and I can't find it. That would be perfect if I could just make that. That'd be perfect.
Something spicy, huh? Well, I'm sorry I live so far away, Jimmy. I'd accommodate you there, but Waco box
so
small
cool.
batch. An emergency stash of candy. Oh, that's pretty cool. In case of emergency, break glass.
That'd be broken within the first minute. Pointless.
Because there's always a chocolate emergency.
Always.
Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. This is a shower wine glass holder. Okay.
That's for somebody who's very sad. I would never drink in the shower.
Right? I don't know. That is, I've drank a beer in the shower before, but I had the beer outside. I had it like sitting on a table, you know, I just kind of every once in a while reach out, you know, have one. But that's just going to get soapy water in there. You're going to, you know, your Chardonnay is going to turn into, you know, ivory soap.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's probably best not to put it right next to the shower head, you know, maybe on the opposite wall.
Yeah, so that's pretty close. Or at least higher, you know, where it's maybe above the shower line there.
Right.
Warren, don't harass your host. She's fine. She's used to the abuse. Now here's more of my speed. A dual sandwich maker for peak breakfasts together. So, I guess you could make like English muffins or something.
Two for me, none for thee.
You make 2 sandwiches. Like, oh, you made me a sandwich. Like, no, bitch, I didn't.
Exactly.
It's still in there waiting for you to make it, motherfucker.
That's right.
This ingenious device might seem a little much, but it's absolutely worth the counter space to make 2 egg breakfast sandwiches at the same time. What? Which is all you need to top your mornings together. Honestly, if you end up breaking this out for your Valentine's Day dinner, no judgment. Now, see, now they're talking my language. I'll make some breakfast sandwiches for Valentine's Day. And fuck Applebee's.
You could just buy that for convenience, period. I mean, it's just great to have just to have it, not just as a gift only for pull out on Valentine's Day.
Okay. There's a few more. I don't think there's many more. So you have the Grow a Girlfriend. Let's see what this is. So, oh, and it has customer reviews too. Drop it in the water and watch it grow. Wait a minute, the girlfriend or something else?
Oh, you fucked up.
Of course. This is new. We're still breaking it in. Grows to 6 times its original size. Again.
Oh.
It's at the what is it? It's at the okay. So and it's in Spanish too. Grande seis fuisa originale. Oh, and there's customer reviews too. It was a good gag gift, but it definitely doesn't grow 6 times bigger. That's what she said. Even threw in some Miracle Grow and a Viagra into the water. Hey-oh, didn't help. She looked like she was about to give birth, though. So we're going to wait a few days and see if she does. I'll give an update, but for now, back in the bucket she goes. Hope my coworker is happy with his new girlfriend either way. After all, he's not much taller than her. 5 foot nothing, motherfucker. That's funny. It's a great review. $2.99 from this is offthewaggonshop.com if you want some of this bullshit. There's an emergency inflatable tiara.
I definitely need those every once in a while.
An inflatable tiara?
Yeah, for sure. Just so I can remind myself that I'm a queen.
Are you an inflatable queen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am inflatable.
There's a joke in there. I just can't find it yet.
I can't figure it out either. It's somewhere.
That's something to do with blowing and
Lois
up and
yes, exactly. Lois is gonna come up with it eventually.
So this is it's toilet paper with writing on it. It's called the crappiest gift. $6.99. Damn. It's not eggs. Why is it so expensive? It's the crappiest gift I could find. This is the craftiest gift I could find. Well, I guess that's all it says.
I thought it was toilet paper that said capitalist. I was like, fuck yes, I want that.
It's crapitalist. Look, you can chat with him. We should chat with him. Let's chat with him.
No,
Hi there.
No.
Oh, we aren't available right now, but feel free to send us a message here. Nah, no dice. I want to talk to somebody. We're going to do that one night. We're going to get on a customer service live chat in the middle of the night and make up some bullshit story. That's
scary.
Huh? You're not into that? No?
That's scary.
Why are you so scared?
I'm scared.
It's not a prank call. It's a prank chat. It's something different. Damn, that's been up the whole time.
What if they find out where we live?
I'm gonna find out where you live. Don't be scared. Come on, put your brave pants on. All right? Be scared. There's enough stuff to be scared of in the world, like, small car-shaped balloons, or that may or may not be balloons that float in Alaska.
Anthony will do it with you.
Anthony will?
And Miguel.
Fail. Fail, fail, fail. I wish I had the disappointment cam. This would be perfect. I would be so disappointed, but if I do this again, then you got to hear the music and it's no good. So instead, you get this. You get the balloon coming to you. So, pretty sure our friend Nancy K is going to not like this. Going to Alaska. Have fun.
I'm right there with Screw. Like a million years from now, man, our future like people are gonna look back and be like, what were they doing on the internet back in 2023? And they're gonna pull up this video out of nowhere. And they're gonna be like, what the fuck was wrong with those people? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Hell, we're saying it now.
I know.
It's what the hell's wrong with people? I know, Rick. Rick was hoping the last one had candy, and it didn't have candy. They actually showed them blowing up the last one, too. And it was like this big smoky shit. There may have been like some cocaine in there or something.
I know. I thought it was anthrax.
You know what it was? That balloon was supposed to be going to Ukraine to go to Zelensky.
Right.
And they shot it down, and then poof, all this booger sugar went everywhere. You know? Right into the drink. Some fucked up dolphins out there swimming. You know,
I know.
Swimming at 80 miles an hour because they're high on the cocaine that came from the shit. Louise, you're so sweet. Look at this. Can you believe we were born in the late 90s? We old. Oh, that is so cute.
Who said that?
Les Bones. Luis Les Bones. Late 90s.
I don't know. Late 90s. Come on now.
I was a grown-ass man in the late 90s. Ugh. Oh, the 90s were great, though. I enjoyed the 90s. For one thing, I wasn't really paying attention to politics. And when I was in the cult. And I was warm and I was comfortable and I didn't have to worry about anything like politically, you know, I didn't give a shit, you know, I was just living life. I was drinking and partying, you know, and get my smoke on and get my sex on and all that good shit. I wasn't paying attention to nothing. Nowadays, I'm just like, no parties, no sex, and all I do is pay attention to what's going on in the world. Want to get those days back. I want to go back in time. I want to be a time traveler. I've heard this joke before. I don't like cocaine, but I do love how it smells. You're so stupid, Poppy.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
It is. It's perfect. We have nothing but the best chats here. Everybody in the chat is always just fucking on their game. You know what I mean? I know. That's why I love coming here. It's you know, I come here for you, but I stay for the chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's right, Miguel. I was born in '69. You damn right. Oh yeah. In the year of the monkey too. So it's like double.
I'm an '80s baby.
What's your lunar sign? Are you a rat, monkey, ox?
Oh, I'm an ox. Yeah, I'm 1985. I'm an ox.
Ox. That was the year Rock Me Amadeus came out. 85 was a good year. I think Back to the Future came out that year too. But yeah, Rock Me Amadeus by Falco.
Came out the year I was born. Very nice.
1985. I just heard that song the other day, actually. It was yesterday. I was out and about in the city, and I was listening to some tunes, and it came on. Rock Me Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus. Back in the day, that was a power song. That was like, they were playing that shit all the time on the radio. It was in hot rotation. It was hotter than the sun. You know.
Pretty hard song. Pretty awesome song. So.
we was playing it on our little boom boxes, our little portable boom boxes that you put on your shoulder, Now now they have the Bluetooth speakers. It's like it's come full circle, right? So you had boom boxes in the 80s, right? Big ones too. Like it was almost like, it was like a dick measuring contest, like the bigger the boom box, the badder you were, that kind of thing. And then once like CD players started coming out, and so you couldn't really put CD in a boom box, so you'd have like your portable CD player and your headphones, right? So it was back to headphones, so your people were listening to headphones for the longest time. And then when the Bluetooth speakers came out, it started coming back where I see people all the time, like riding their bikes or something, or just walking along, and they got a one of those like a JBL or one of those Beats or whatever, just a Bluetooth speaker in their backpack, and they'll be walking along. You hear them blasting the music. So the music blasting is back.
Oh, cool.
So,
hell yeah.
Nancy says the very first concert I ever saw was Elton John. Nancy, I hope you missed the balloon. I wasn't doing that to piss you off. It's just, we're just having fun with the balloon. I don't take the balloon seriously. I do think it's a distraction from other things. So, but I promise you will not see that. You're not going to see that fucking balloon again tonight. I swear to God. Holy shit. Okay. My first concert?
Yeah.
You'll never guess. You would never guess what my first concert was. 1979. I was 10 years old. And my middle sister, who's the salt of the earth, she took me to a lot of concerts when I was a kid. We went to go see the Oak Ridge Boys in Biloxi, Mississippi. And this is for all you oldsters out there who may actually know about the Oak Ridge Boys. This was when their hit Bobby Sue was out. And it's the only time I've ever been in a concert where I actually got to go to the front where the stage is. And then the band was like right there. Ever since then, never got floor seats or anything like that ever again, because they were just too pricey. But fun story. So we go to the show, right? It's me and my sister, friend of hers, her sister, her little sister, who I had kind of a crush on, and then like these two other folks. So it's like 6 or 7 people, and we took 2 separate cars. And my sister had a 1977 Chevette, which is probably about as big as like one of those like the early 90s Honda Civics, like the real, like kind of the small cars. So anyway, her friend locked her keys in her car, right? And they couldn't, this was, well before like cell phones and all that good stuff. So she would have had to go call a locksmith and that sort of thing. She had spare keys at the house. So what she did is she just left the car there. And so 7 of us piled into the 77 Chevette, and we're all just like, just smashed in there. And we're driving, and this is on the Gulf Coast, and we had about, and we lived like 30 miles north in this little town, Wiggins. And so we get in the car, and we're all just smashed together. And my sister decides to pull over at this convenience store in the middle of nowhere to buy booze, right? So, and she ends up buying like a 6-pack, no kidding, of champagne, right? You ever heard of champagne?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is not the champagne of anything. It is straight up malt liquor. And so yeah, 7, Ed. 7 in a 77 Chevette. There was like 777s. You'd think we'd be lucky, but no. The person locked her keys in her car, so that was unlucky on her. The long story short, so we ended up, I had my first sip of alcohol that night too. Technically, I had exposure to alcohol at the show because somebody spilled a little bit of their beer on my arm, and I was like, I'm getting drunk. you know, I'm 10 years old. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, I had a little sip of the champagne because my sister was cool. And I was like, tasted like ass. So I don't even know if they still make that shit or not, but they might. You know, what's the worst thing you've ever drank alcohol wise that you're just like, never again?
Southern Comfort.
Really?
I will never touch it again. Nope. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Did
Jägermeister, done. I'm done.
Jägermeister. I do have a fond memory though of Jägermeister, although I don't like the taste of it.
I just drink too much of it.
Yeah. That'll do it. Cisco is the thing that I'll never touch again. I don't know what that shit is. It's like blackout in a bottle. It was awful. I told you that story. I was at a party just drinking beer, and then they ran out of beer, and somebody hands me a Cisco, and I was fine. I was like a perfect buzz. You know, I got my talk game going. You know, I'm working the room and everything, and then I drank the Cisco. I was like, I was out. Oh, it was awful. But I've had the other thing is Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark. I can't drink Maker's Mark anymore. Because I had a very bad experience with Maker's Mark. I was living in California. I was living in Burbank with these guys, and me and a buddy, we both worked at the bookstore together, right? We both had the day off, and we didn't have any pot. I'm like, fuck. I said, well, we got Maker's Mark, so we're gonna get our drink on. So we did the whole day drinking thing, and and a friend of mine, she called up and she said, hey, I'm going to the Dresden, and you want to come with? I had kind of a crush on her a little bit, you know. I was like, okay, we're gonna go out. And I was fine. I was nice and lit. I was doing very well until I got in. She picked me up in her car. Until I got in the car and sat down, and then the car started moving, and then everything started. But you know, I'm trying to be cool because you know I'm thinking I'm gonna get a little something, you know, because I had that alcohol confidence, so which means I was not going to get anything regardless. But long story short, we end up at the Dresden, and we see this lady Sally Struthers, who played Gloria on All in the Family, right? So I'm old, so I recognized her, and I'm like, hey, that's the and I don't know what I said after that. The next thing I know, it's time to throw up. I don't know where the bathroom is, so I grab a beer bottle, I get under the table and throw up in the beer bottle. I don't know how I did it, but it was like
it must have sprayed everywhere.
No, that's my superpower when I'm drunk. I could apparently throw up into a narrow opening of a beer bottle. I grabbed another beer bottle too for the rest, and I left them under the table, and I said, we gotta get out of here.
Jesus Christ.
So she was like, okay, let's go. She was laughing the whole time. She was like, this is funny shit. And yeah, so that was all Maker's Mark, and I'm never touching that shit again.
Yeah.
So I don't really like booze that much. I mean, I'm not a drinker per se anymore. I definitely don't like hard liquor, although I do like a White Russian. I like a nice I like White Russians. They're very delicious. I'm not quite sure what's in a White Russian. Is there is there vodka in it? No, they put like Kahlua or something in there.
Kahlua.
Yeah. Steve says, how accurate are you pissing in a bottle, Uncle Warren? Yes, I've done that before too, but fortunately, I had a Gatorade bottle which has a much larger opening, so less chance of hinklage on the outside. So, but yeah, White Russians are so tasty. Me and a friend, we went to, they had a Lebowski, a few years ago, they had a Lebowski Fest, this theater, right? And it was great. So you walk in there and the people were all dressed up like Lebowski and like other characters. And,
I mean, all you got to do is walk around in your pajamas and a robe.
Yeah, I mean, and or this one guy had he had a sweater, like the cardigan sweater that he had, that, you know, with all the nice patterns and stuff on there.
Okay.
It was great because I had long hair at the time, but I had my goatee, but it was like, you know, I had the white goatee, so it was like, you know, the dude has a dark goatee, so
yeah.
But I did get a little tipsy, and I yelled out, "This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Donnie!" You know, that's my favorite line from the movie. This is what happens. I love John Goodman. I don't care if he's a shitlib. I still love John Goodman. But it was great. So they had a little bar there, and all they were serving was White Russians. And they had like this, it was great. They had like this burlesque show beforehand, right? And it was great. And these girls were coming out there, you know, they were just having fun, and it was just great. And then they actually showed the movie. They showed the movie, and they did it Rocky Horror Picture style, you know, where like people are talking back to the screen, you know, saying all the lines and stuff like that. Oh, it was great. We had such a blast too. It was so much fun.
That's so cool.
I mean, that's not even like my favorite movie in the world, but I do like that movie. I think it's, you know, you peed on my carpet, man. So anyway, when I had long hair and the thing was darker, I kind of looked like the dude a little bit. So
yeah,
like a cross between the dude and Walter White from Breaking Bad. So I do get that a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, are you Bryan Cranston? I was like, yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Nancy says, I must drink a cup of chamomile, rose, and lavender tea. I'm a prepper, and I've been making some medicines, fermenting food. I will grow old with bags of coffee beans and honey in my cupboards. That's cool.
Thanks.
I don't know. At this day and age, you know, ain't nothing wrong with being a prepper. You're probably the smartest people on the planet, the ones who are prepping. The way shit's going, right? It's getting nutty out there. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But yeah, I like weed better. I don't even like the strong weed. The strong weed is just too much. It's just like, you know, like a really strong indica, and it's just, I feel worthless. I feel just like, I mean, my body feels great, but it's just that it doesn't feel productive. You know what I mean? I like to have like a nice hybrid, like a little sativa in there, just give you a little bit of that head high, but at the same time, you're still your body feels good too, you know, you're still productive, you know what I mean? But the into couch stuff where you're just like, it's great for like, if you're right before you go to bed, but if you actually want to do shit, indica is not probably the best thing to do. Right? I mean, you're kind of a weed expert. I mean, what's your take on that?
No, that's correct. If you can't do it, then yeah, don't do indica, do sativa for sure. But yeah, no, I love fighting the whole like being stuck on the couch and feeling lazy. I love like battling, like having to get up for it and shit. I actually like that. So give me like double indica and let me go clean a house or something. I don't know. I enjoy it. It's opposite for me.
I just can't. I don't know. I don't have any energy. I just want to sit there. I do like, if I'm sitting here, like when I'm playing City Skylines and building a city and stuff like that, or if I'm doing some sort of like simulation game where I'm like building stuff, you know, like Sims 4, if I'm building a house and I'm stoned, I do that all day. I'll just be, oh man, it's groovy. Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I should put a back porch on there, man. That'd be great, you know. But
Yeah, playing video games when you're stoned is the best. I mean, but that's why I've got so many things that I can, like, you know, projects and things like 1,000-piece puzzles or paints or whatever little things I can get myself into. Crocheting. I've got so many little projects I can do when I'm stoned. As of right now, it's video games.
Screw Google says, my dad was a cab driver in New Orleans. He picked up John Goodman one night and he was drunk as fuck. Yeah, he lives down there. He's all up in that Mardi Gras shit too. I think he was like the Grand Marshal or something, or maybe they have a king and queen of the Mardi Gras parades down there. And he was like on one of the floats. Big guy too. He's tall. I mean, he's not big anymore because he's lost like a shit ton of weight. But I think he's about my height, like 6'4", 6'5", something like that. He's a pretty tall guy. So you see this big giant guy walking around New Orleans, man. It's kind of hard to miss. But I never saw any celebrities in New Orleans. The many times I've been down there, because we'd usually go during the week when there wasn't a whole hell of a lot of people down there, and that was great. I mean, we just go down and just get tore up from the floor up, and it was it's a lot of good. The ones I can remember were good times, except for that time I got kicked out of the voodoo shop for being too loud. That was a little scary because I thought maybe she had given me a voodoo curse, and I'm pretty sure now, looking back on my life, I think that she actually did. I'm just saying. But New Orleans is a great place, but I haven't been there since 2003, so I haven't been there post Katrina. I've heard it's different. I've heard it's changed a lot, and I really don't want to go down there and be disappointed. You know, I like those memories that I have, so I'll probably just keep those and not go back anytime soon, if ever. You know, I mean, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? If you could, like, visit, I mean, move, visit, whatever, where would you go?
I have no idea. I would want to go everywhere. So I guess Iceland has definitely been something I've been interested in.
I hear it's beautiful. And they have those, like, natural hot tubs, too, right? So there's, like, these hot springs, you know, and it's just like all the mountains and stuff like that. They got all those volcanoes and stuff too. That's where the seed vault is. So when everything goes tits up on the planet, at least they'll have the seed vault that has like a shit ton of seeds from around the world, so people can plant stuff. And after, once the apocalypse hits, I mean, I think I would like to go. I'd like to go to Scotland, I think. Go to the Highlands, you know, because I'm a super fan of that movie Highlander, and just watching that movie and seeing you know, all those beautiful mountains and just like, I don't know, and then you got all those Scottish people who talk like they're Scottish because they're Scottish. You can't understand what they're saying. It's great.
Have you ever been to Florida?
Unfortunately, yes, but not the good part of Florida, the Panhandle, which is pretty much Floribama, you know, Georgia, Florida, that area. Okay.
I'm going to Florida next month, and I don't know what to expect.
Which part of Florida are you going to?
I have no idea. It's for a film shoot.
Oh, really? Ooh, you might be going to Miami. That'd be a nice spot.
Maybe.
If Kris is still in the chat, that's where he lives. He's in Miami, I believe.
From the Political Matrix?
Mm-hmm. I think that's where he lives. Let's see. I think Glory Jones is down there too. Mar-a-Lago. Jimmy, Come down to Florida. Everybody's waiting for you. It's a great place. I know there's a lot of humidity, but everybody comes down here. Everybody's sweating. Everybody's sweating $100 bills. It's great. Come to Mar-a-Lago.
I know. Is it going to be hot? Because I'm going in March, so I was thinking I might be all
You
right.
might be okay. Florida, I mean, March is okay. You'll probably have like maybe 60s, 70s at the most. But if you go in the, just be glad you're not going in like July or August. Because you'll sweat whatever fat that you have on you right off.
None. Right. Yeah. I'm pretty much a bag of bones anyway. I'm just gonna melt. Like, I'm melting. Oh, what a world! What a world!
Come down to Mar-a-Lago, Jimmy. You can come sweat with us. We have air conditioning down here. Come down to see us.
God, I hope I don't see anything like that.
I don't know where Mar-a-Lago is. I'm not sure what part of the state that is. Yeah, Willie, July or August would be murder, Florida. Anywhere in the southeast during July or August, pretty much, it's sweat city. You're just gonna fucking die from that shit. It's horrible. But
definitely not going then. So I should be good on weather. I just gotta worry about the people. Like, am I gonna see a bunch of Scientologists all over the place?
You know who's down there, right? It's Florida Man's down there. You know?
I don't know what Florida Man is. What is Florida Man?
You know what Florida Man is. Damn it, I should have loaded that up. All right, I'm going to see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this or not.
What's Florida Man?
Let me see. Oh, you know what? Oh, hang on a second. Okay. All right, we're going to have to... This is going to be weird, but we're going to do this. Okay. So... Got just a second here. We're going to do something here. Something here. Okay. I actually made a fake movie trailer. I think I showed you that. It's gonna get me dinged, so that this show is gonna get demonetized, even though I'm not monetized at the moment. Let's see. Damn, I should have had this ready. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Right. Hang on. Yeah, Florida, there's Florida Man. That's where all the crazy people live, Jimmy. Is Florida. Okay? And they're crazy a lot because, you know, it's like a Republican paradise down there. So you got those crazies. Right, and then...
So, okay, so Florida Man isn't one specific person. It's just any crazy guy that's made the headlines in Florida.
Right.
Okay,
it's like all
yes, I have heard of Florida men, absolutely. Like, they're up all in the comment section talking about the bath salt guy that ate the dude's face and shit. So I'm like, wait, I know that story. The guy that got his face ate, he ended up living. He didn't die. He lived through that. Like, he's still alive. Shit's crazy. Yeah. Okay. So yes, I do know what Florida men are. I didn't know that was like a title though, like Florida Man, and they're just all the crazy people from Florida. That's wild. I had no idea.
I have it. Yeah, I gotta see if that's in here. Come on. Oh, I put it on here.
Oh yeah, alligators. Am I gonna see a bunch of alligators? I've never seen an alligator in the wild, and I'm absolutely terrified. Those motherfuckers are dinosaurs. They're literally like the longest living creatures on Earth. I don't stand a chance against an alligator. I'm so fucked. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna see an alligator? Is an alligator gonna come out of my toilet when I'm taking a shit in the morning? I'm so fucking scared.
Look, if you see an alligator, all you gotta say is "see you later."
It doesn't work that way. I'm gonna die. An alligator is gonna come up through the piping in the bathtub while I'm taking a shower, and it's gonna eat my leg. It's going to do it.
You just bop them on the nose, and they go away. It's like a shark. All right. So I made this a while back. This is a fake movie, but it has a lot of Florida Man stuff in it. So, like I said, this is going to get this particular episode demonetized, but I don't give a fuck. Okay. Here we go. This is Florida Man trailer.
Florida?
I'm gonna move down to Florida.
Just make sure you tell them to watch out for Florida, man.
What's Florida, man?
He climbed on top of playground equipment and started yelling in front of kids, telling them where babies come from.
A man in Florida was arrested after officials accused him of throwing a 3.5-foot alligator through a Wendy's drive-thru window.
Yo, now let's journey down to Florida, home of the wild shit.
We're not doing anything wrong. I have him standing in the middle of the road. All you have to do is beep the horn or lower the window and tell him to...
Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do, stepchild.
He said he had a bad reaction after smoking meth and asked if the deputies could test the narcotics quality, even driving the substance to the sheriff's office.
Florida man steals this ultimate driving machine after he's told he can't buy it with food stamps.
What is it, BMW?
Yes.
Pretty hard to miss, as you can see. They found the thief who was caught on camera naked when stealing it.
A man was arrested last week in Port St. Lucie after police say they spotted him drunk, riding a lawnmower.
Bizarre attack in North Florida. A man accused of trying to kill his neighbor by chasing him with a tractor.
Will I be going to Florida? Polecats and go kissing me on the scene. I'm down in Florida. Just like Vince.
Florida man slashes 88-year-old woman's tires with ice pick for sitting in his seat during this 5-letter game. Bingo.
So I took all the children down in Florida in a store to get behind the group.
Smile and laugh, my friend. My life is 300 years of life.
I want you 300 years old?
There you go. That's Florida Man.
I mean, I live in California. There's not much different shit out here than there is in Florida. Like, there's a lot of that shit out here too.
Well, it's a concentration of nuts, right? See, you have the per capita. Florida has per capita the most psychopaths and crazies than the rest of the country. California's just there's probably more nuts, but it's such a huge state that
like
they're more spread out.
Yeah.
Florida is the best. Sam, who's in here? Sam Cedar is king? Really? That's not true. He is not king. Quit with the lies. You don't get a wrench for bringing that bullshit in here. And Florida is the best state. Oh, hell no. Florida is nowhere near the best state. That's right, Gamer. I wouldn't live in Florida. There's a reason why people live elsewhere. It's because it's better than Florida. So I can't say, all right, if you live in Florida and you like it, that's great. God love you. That's beautiful. Merry Christmas. But ain't nobody in their right mind should live in Florida. Not these days. Not with that crazy governor you got down there. You guys are Jimmy Dore fans. I knew it. Not really. I didn't even think we mentioned him at all. I think you were the first one to say that, so maybe you're deflecting. Maybe you're a closet Jimmy Dore fan. Yeah, he's all right. I don't watch Jimmy as much as I used to, though. It's like, I don't know. I guess because like when he first came on, it was he was kind of like a rallying point, you know, for 2016 with Bernie, you know, and everybody was excited, and then everybody got their, you know, hopes dashed and said So I'll catch him every once in a while, but you know, it's not, I don't know. It's just, there's too many other shows to watch too that usually are on at the same time too. That's a good thing about, you know, content creators in this space. There's a lot of people putting out some pretty decent stuff. There's a lot of crap out there, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of good stuff too. Pacheco Roan, the Conch Republic is cool. Well, hello Pacheco. I hope I'm saying your name right. I hate getting people's name pronunciations wrong. So welcome to our little fun house here. I love Gamer. Gamer don't suffer no fools. He's like, you cut that shit out.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, this is cool. He's the Sam Cedar person says, I'm only obsessed with two things, Jimmy Dore and aliens. Well, you're in luck. Sam Cedar is king. Tomorrow night, or technically tonight, depending on where you're at in the country, is the premiere of a brand new show called Mundus, M-U-N-D-U-S, Ultra, U-L-T-R-A. And we talk about UFOs and aliens and cryptids and ghosties and stuff like that. So tomorrow night is we're going to be talking about this unidentified flying object that got shot down over Alaska over the weekend. But and we're also going to be talking about other UFO stories in Alaska as well. No, we're pretty good. We're okay. You can't, maybe you're not so bad. We're good people. We really are. We don't we're not simps around here. We don't lick boots. We don't kiss anybody's ass. We just like to have a good time with our friends, you know? So you know, so hang out. And if you here, let me put this in the thing. So just go to YouTube and look for this Mundus Ultra, if I can spell it right. I'm having a hard time. I was blaming this keyboard for all my woes, but I think there's something wrong with me. Anyway, so check it out. Oh, I was going to simp for the girl in white and give her all my money. I think that
give it to him. Give it all to him.
You give it to me.
Yeah.
Donation links.
I don't like that parasocial weird stuff from the internet. I don't like that.
If you had a male child, would they be a simp son?
Simp. Oh, I am so late with the jokes tonight. Damn.
No.
No.
Sorry. Oh, my ovaries. That's my favorite Bart Simpson line. Oh, my ovaries. I can't do half that shit today now. Anyway, I think about time to wrap it up. What do you think? You starting to wind down there a little bit there, kitten? You having a moment there?
I was reading the comments.
There's a lot of folks here. Still hanging out at 2:18 in the morning on the East Coast. So bravo, kudos to all our peeps that are hanging out with us. You know, and everyone's welcome here. It doesn't matter what your political stripe is, you know, just be cool, you know, respect everybody, you know, just hang out. This is a fun little show. You know, we're not curing cancer over here. You know, we're just trying to have a little fun in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? A little nightcap to all the fun shows that usually go on Saturday nights, you know. And, you know, Jimmy gets to be on a show with an extremely handsome man, you know, so you're welcome. And that's stupid. Anyway, so what, now, okay, we should probably talk about this. But for one thing, well, two things we need to get, I need to come clean particularly to those who's friends with me on Facebook. Full disclosure, today is not my birthday. Okay. And here's the story. So, a while back I got kicked off of Facebook, right? Don't know why. They didn't tell me. And I'm gonna and I said, well, fuck it. I'm gonna get my account back. So I made up one with my middle name and my last name, and I put a fake birthday on there because I didn't want them to try and trace it back and say, oh, this fucker made another account after we kicked him off. And I'd forgotten about, I don't even know what the date was. I guess it was yesterday, the 10th, the 11th. Yeah. So anyway, so I put February 11th as my birthday on there. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm not, yeah, exactly. It's my Facebook birthday. It's not my real birthday. So anyway, and I'd forgotten all about it. And today I was getting on there. I was getting ready to set up the show. And I see all these happy birthday, happy birthday. I was like, who's the fuck? It's not my birthday. And I'm like, oh. I told one person on Facebook, a good friend of mine I've known for like 30 something years. I said, look, dude, today's not my birthday. And I told him the story and he goes, okay, your secret's safe with me. So anyway, so it's not my birthday today, but I still appreciate people saying happy birthday. I thought it was very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Your heart was in the right place. Yeah, I should have February 29th. Yeah, that's right, Miguel. So
that would have been good. That would have been a good one. Can you
now look at this? I think so. Sam Cedar is king. Well, welcome, both. It said, I will follow and give you a chance, even if Gamer for Life doesn't like me. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. There's two kinds of asshole in the world, right? There's good times assholes, and there's what the fuck's wrong with you assholes. So, Sam, we're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. We're gonna say you're a good time asshole, just like the rest of us. So, you're more than welcome. Hang out with us. Have fun. We do this every Saturday night. At midnight Eastern. But now, are you going to be, when you go to Florida, you're going to be there over the weekend?
Yeah, I'm going there for 7 days.
That means I'm going to have to find a co-host.
Probably.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Oh. We're going to have somebody on here because I can't, the people are spoiled now. They can't have just me hosting this show, right? You know,
right.
You gotta have somebody
better than me because I don't want them to steal my spot, and that's a low bar. So
this is
pretty much nobody. You can't. You have to do it by yourself. They're gonna steal my spot, and then I'm never gonna be on YouTube ever again.
This is a prime spot. You know, we're not just gonna let anybody fill in. All right.
I know.
We're gonna have a thorough vetting process, right? We're gonna have like tournaments. There's gonna be rounds where people will have to fight to the death. Sam, come on. Her name is on the screen. Will you quit calling her the girl?
I like it. Leave him alone. It's fun. I'm enjoying it.
What is the girl's channel?
Jimmy Saves World. Jimmy Saves World on YouTube. There you
go. Her name is literally on the screen, numbnuts. I love a good numbnuts. That's good.
I like being called the girl. It's fun.
I want to be called the boy.
Let me stay anonymous. That's fun.
I want to be called the boy. Just like in Sling Blade. I like me some biscuits and mustard. All right, so everybody's on board. Everybody knows names. We're good here.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So nothing but love in this chat. Okay. It's the way we roll. Well, like, so, okay. So the other thing is, big doings with you and KRTD, right? There's stuff in the mix going on. You want to tell people about that?
Well, it just looks like KRTD is pretty much just done and over with. Shane decided that he's going to be taking a mental break. He put me in charge of everything, but I was only doing KRTD for Shane, and I really wanted him to succeed and see him succeed. And now that it's being put into my lap, KRTD is not really like, I would never name something that, it's not really a name that I would ever want, so it just doesn't really ever feel like it's mine. So I don't know. I might just stop doing shows completely, maybe no more what anymore. Didn't really, I just had my few friends on there anyway, and I can just call all of you and, do a Zoom call with all of you, which would be a lot more funner than throwing my face up onto YouTube. So I'm back to, a free agent, a stay-at-home mom again. I'm a video editor and a graphic designer, so if anybody wants some work done or needs some help done with their show, I definitely offer my services for free to people that I deem worthy enough. So, but yeah, no, as of now, KRTD is on its standstill. So is the What Show. So is all of it. We're just kind of figuring out our own path now and what we're going to do next and trying to figure that out. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just got to step back and assess things, Yeah. Maybe you could work for Sam.
Oh, no.
No, Jimmy actually has a brain in her head, so I don't think she'd fit in with that crew.
No.
Anyway, yeah, so yeah, they're not too bright over there. Sam Cedar is king. I actually live like a few blocks away from Sam Cedar. I live in Fort Greene, and he lives in Prospect Park. He lives near Prospect Park. And that's a very richy, shit-libby neighborhood. New York has really just gone to shit. It's just too many whiners and complainers and just, people just starting shit for nothing. And meanwhile, the poor people can't live here, so they've all bolted for the most part.
Right.
All gentrified.
Right.
Just like a lot of other cities, though. New York's not unique to that. There's a lot of people they just can't afford to live in the cities anymore. I mean, you'd go to the cities to find work. You go there because there was no work in the South, and now it's just kind of the reverse. It seems like all the jobs are down south, and because even though they don't pay as well as the cities do, the cost of living is much lower. And some of these places don't even have taxes. So it's like, why would you go to the city? Unless you're already rich. If you're already rich, yeah, you'd live in New York. That's a rich person's playground. LA's getting the same way too. It's from what I hear. So, but yeah. So like I said, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, Mundus Ultra. We're talking about Alaskan UFOs and oddities out of Alaska. That should be fun. I was researching some of that stuff today. I'm gonna do a little bit more tomorrow, see if I can get some more juicy little stories. And I think it's gonna be fun. So I'll probably be the only one watching because there's only 29 subscribers, maybe 30 now, I'm not sure. But it's just like Extra Bulla was. I mean, the first time I did Extra Bulla, I think maybe like 2 or 3 people were watching. And that's the thing. You just stay at it. You just keep, I'm not in no hurry to, be some giant, star on YouTube. I know that's never going to happen. I really don't care if it does happen or not. I like having these quaint little shows, like maybe 20 or 30 folks, hanging out and just having a good time. And, that's the flavor I like. That's the fun that I enjoy. I do enjoy doing the show with you. I enjoy all our family that hangs out in the chat, and it's a good time. So hopefully we can keep those good times rolling. So not quite sure about Extra Bulla Live. I'm talking to a couple people trying to see if I can get them on. I don't want to say until they actually commit. But it just seems really hard to get guests on these days. It seems like there's so many other shows people are on too, you know. So, but I try to get people that you don't really see on a lot of other shows. I try to. Sometimes I just bring my friends in and we just chat, and it's a good time. So, then again, we'll be back next week at midnight Eastern to do another secret show. So please, if you can, oh, I forgot to do this. Hang on just a second. I have to go to the screen to do it. So if you haven't done so already, please obey the demonic chicken. Like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, the chicken will come to your house. And, or somebody will steal the chicken and sell it and retire. Because that's how much chickens are worth these days. So, any final thoughts for the kids before we get out of here?
Stay high.
Stay high, and wash your ass. Keep it clean. You know, wintertime it's a little easier, but once you get to summertime, it is it's gonna be a chore. So get in the practice of doing it now. Like I said, we'll see you tomorrow night on Mundus Ultra at 7 p.m. If you're watching the Super Bowl, enjoy. If you're not, come hang out. We'll talk about UFOs in Alaska. It should be a good time. Anyway, peace out. Love all of y'all. Have a good night. Word to your mother. Tell her I said hi, and I'll be around to see her. If you know what I mean. Come on down to Florida. We'll take care of you. We'll go to Orange Julius. We'll go to a mall. Or something.
Shut up, bitch!
Groovy.